Tiny House Prepper.
Live simple, live free.
Hey everybody, I'm Bill.
And I'm Elizabeth with Tiny House Prepper.
And so now we are leaving the campground, the wonderful campground in Stowe, Ohio, continuing to head west toward Missouri.
Yeah.
And actually tonight we have something adventurous in mind, I guess.
It's a first for us.
It'll be our first Walmart stop.
Yep, we're gonna stay at Walmart tonight.
So we'll see how that goes.
Yep.
And then from there we'll be heading on.
We'll be in like south central Missouri to meet together with a bunch of family and stay at this big neat ranch on an Airbnb and be there for my mom's memorial.
Yeah, so we'll show the memorial here. And
show a little bit of that for you and just getting to see some precious family. We don't get to see each other often enough, so I'm really looking forward to that.
all right.
And alrighty. Join us and we love you guys. Spring is so beautiful. Forsythia. Lots of trees blooming. Oh, what a gorgeous dogwood. Oh my goodness. Ohio's a pretty state. So we do have Leo along with us, and we have a kennel for him, but there just is not room here in the front of the truck for the kennel. We'd be crowded and it would not be good for Bill trying to drive and everything. So we just have him with us here in the cab, and it's turning out that he has liked, to crawl under, and there's a place right behind the seat here. It's actually pretty secure and safe there, and Bill smoothed it and cleared it, and we put a nice thick cushion padded thing for him to lay on, and that tends to be where he stays while we're driving. He'll crawl out from under the seat every now and then and come snooping around a little bit, but he goes back in there. And actually with him back there behind the seat on that soft cushion thing, even if we had to stop quickly, he'd be pretty well sheltered back there and protected, and he wouldn't be flying around like up here, like once he's back there if we had to stop quickly. So it's working out pretty well for him. And then he's not super happy in here yet, but once he gets back into the RV, he settles in really, really well. So it's working out for him. Every now and then we hear meow, but he's basically traveling.
Yeah, it's actually kind of like a kennel back there because it's so tight and secure, and even if we had an accident, he'd probably be pretty safe back there because there's nowhere for him to bounce to.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And he's on a real soft cushion that we have there for him.
And the first day he was crying a lot back there, especially when we hit bumps and things.
Right.
By the second day he stopped crying.
Yeah.
And at the end of the second day, he actually ventured out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And,
started looking around a little bit.
He still spends most of the time back there. He's silent now, unless I hit a huge bump. Then he goes, "Meow." And every once in a while, he comes out and he looks around a little bit, and then he goes back there again. So eventually, he'll be, lounging all over the dashboard and all that. But
We'll see. Yep.
So anyway, he's adapting. He doesn't think so, but he's adapting.
Yeah.
And he now owns the RV. As soon as we take him in there, he goes in there. It's like, oh, home.
Yes. Yeah. He's very comfortable there.
Yeah. There's his little spot. Give me your buddy.
Yeah. You see, he's on a nice soft cushion there. There he goes. Happy. So, we're really moving back and forth. It's really windy today. All right, so I want to go ahead. I'm going to be in Luke 16, and I want to start by reading verses 19 through 31. This part will be in the New Living Translation. Jesus said, there was a certain...
Well, so here we are after about 6 hours on the road in the pouring rain, and we have just pulled into Walmart State Park. We are in, where are we? Marshall. Illinois. We found this park, this park. We found this state park. We found this Walmart on Park Advisor, and we called ahead and they said it's fine to stay here as long as you park on the edges and not in the middle of the parking lot. So here we are. We actually found one level place, pretty much level, where I'm not even going to have to try to put out any levelers. I don't want to do that in a parking lot, in a Walmart parking lot. So our first Walmart experience, and so far, you know, when we talked to them, they were very friendly and seems to be fine. Small town. I think it's going to be good. So we just had our first night at Walmart, and it worked very well. It was a small Walmart, small town, you know.
Very friendly.
Very friendly, yeah. They actually closed at midnight. They were closed from midnight to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
So we pulled in, set up, we went into Walmart and bought a few things, and then it was very quiet all night, except that absolutely gully washing, pouring down buckets of rain all night long.
Yes, I mean, heavy rain.
Yeah.
We did something kind of different last night. We thought we'd experiment. And Bill put the mattress on the floor. We didn't open up the big bed at the end.
Yeah, I did. I knew that it was going to rain all night, and I didn't want to pack up a wet canvas fold-out bed. So she slept on the booth that turns into a bed, and then I put the mattress on the floor. It worked fine. When we put the slide out, there's plenty of room for the mattress on the floor. That way I didn't have to fold up that wet bed this morning.
Yeah.
And it worked real well. So now we know we have options.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice, yeah.
So that booth that she slept on is a little too small for me, but it works well for her.
Yeah.
So
I was quite comfortable.
Yeah.
The cat just, moseyed around, slept with me a while, did his usual tours.
Yeah. So now we're eating at McDonald's.
Okay, yeah.
And I have heard other RVers talk about Walmart like that's their absolute last resort. If they can't find anything else, they'll go to Walmart. I don't understand that.
It was very nice.
It was nice. It was quiet. It was out of the way. It was legal, and it was free.
Right, and we needed something later on in the evening, and just go strolling in the store and get it.
Right,
it's handy.
Right, it worked well for us. So we might become Walmart hoppers while we travel.
Yeah. All right.
It was also our first night of boondocking without, shore power and all that. So it worked.
Yeah.
You have to make some adjustments, but we're learning.
And the batteries lasted for what we needed.
Right. It was about 45 degrees last night, so I turned the heat on. I didn't know how long the battery was going to last. Of course, the heat is propane, but it needs battery for the fan and all that. It made it through the night, and it didn't even show any decrease in battery power at all. And we got those 2 new batteries on there. So I was pleased with that.
So far, it's working really well.
Yep. So it was all good.
All righty.
So as we were coming through western Pennsylvania, we were getting gas mileage about 7.5 miles per gallon. As soon as we hit the level ground in the Midwest, we started getting as much as like 8.7, so a little bit better. Now, today we are in Illinois, heading across very flat Illinois, but we're going into like a 30-mile-an-hour headwind. Not only is it kind of blowing me around the road a little bit, but also this is a 4-speed automatic, and it's spending most of its time in third and even sometimes dropping down to second on level ground because of the headwind. So that's going to absolutely destroy what little gas mileage we're already getting. But I guess it is what it is when you tow one of these things. It's like towing a parachute behind you.
Checking things out, aren't you? Let's see what's going on. See, I think you're going to have an adventure. His eyes are so huge and green.
He just ventured out of his hidey hole for the first time.
Yeah.
So I'm here sheltering behind the trailer, trying to get out of the wind so you can hear me. And yes, I just filled up and battling the wind, the headwind like I was. I dropped from 8.6 miles per gallon down to 7.4. So driving into a strong headwind is the same as climbing a mountain. Well, here we are. That was an amazing trip.
Yes.
We are staying at an Airbnb tonight that is actually a ranch.
About 1,000
right?
acres. It's
A
gorgeous.
1,000 acres. This is the thing behind us. It's like a bunkhouse. Great big, huge area. I'll show you inside. But, it was 3 miles down a dirt road that kept getting smaller and smaller.
And the truck did fine, and we got parked here no problem.
Yeah, but I think it can sleep like a dozen or so. So we're going to have a bunch of our family come in and stay with us
Yeah.
here.
Gonna share the Airbnb.
Right. So we'll be here for a few days. The memorial service is tomorrow, and then we'll be here for a couple of days after that, just, sharing with family and stuff that we haven't seen in a long time.
Yep.
So.
Well, we had been hoping to find somewhere where the family could kind of gather, and we could also have a bunch of people who needed somewhere to stay. This worked out beautifully. I think we had 14 people that actually spent the weekend there. We had the memorial on Saturday, and then on Sunday, I bet another 8 to 10 family members came out and just hung out with us, and we played some games and did a lot of talking, a lot of catching up. It was a perfect place to meet. I was so grateful we found it. Now, people are probably going to wonder where this is. It's a beautiful ranch, but wanted to let people know that it has just been sold, and so I guess we're really going to be the last Airbnbers to be able to, is that a word, Airbnb? Anyway, we'll be the last ones that they'll have as guests, but it was sure perfect.
Bunch of beds up there. Then this is the main room. And there's a whole bunch more beds up there. And then there's a commercial kitchen in the back.
Well, this is the little Baptist church where we had Mom's memorial. We had a whole bunch of pictures up in the front and set Mom's big picture on top of the beautiful quilt that Dana had made for her, and every square on there means something from Mom's life. We had a nice group of family get together for this, and I really enjoyed it, just interacting with everybody, and it was good.
And if we are to share His glory, we must also share His suffering. Yet what we suffer now is nothing compared to the glory He will reveal to us later.
And I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from God's love. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither our fears for today or our worries about tomorrow. Not even the powers of hell can separate us from God's love.
And this is out in the family plot. We have a little plot right beside the church in this old cemetery. There's Mom's stone, and oh my goodness, that's my grandma and grandpa. Oh, how I love them. And their stone's right next to Mom's. It's a beautiful, peaceful place. There's calves all over the place. Hi, cutie. Come on, move it, little guy. Oh, look at the horns on this one. Wow. Hi there. You guys gonna have to move, I'm afraid. They're just moseying everywhere. The gate's even open. They seem to kind of stick around. Gonna have to move, baby. Come on. Oh, they're so young. Keep moving, sweetie. That's it. We have cows. My favorite line from Twister. We have cows.
I gotta go. We have cows.
That's right. Got more up here. They're just like halfway hanging out on the road, laying down, sleeping. Just babies everywhere. Oh, I mean, brand new little calves. Oh. Look at all these guys. Easy does it. Oh, look how little. Oh, look at that. I don't think they have any intention of moving. There's a little one laying down on the road there. I hope I got him. Hi there. Here we go.
No.
Oh, I'm over here nursing. Oh, little calf. Hi there. Oh. They're all just kind of quietly looking at us. You got quite a face there. Yeah. Oh, look at the baby. Looks just the same. It's got to be that one's baby. Oh. I must have just calved. Oh. It could not have been a more beautiful day. We just had the memorial. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful day it's been. Wow. And got to admit, the cemetery was peaceful and lovely. Yeah. Hello there. There's another horsey out there.
Anybody else want to come?
Hi.
I've never seen anybody come to the angels in my life.
House full of angels. Come
Yeah, they I just agreeable. Cute. Oh, this is all stuff that's gonna go away, so they'll go to.
Hi.
Hi. I wanted everybody to get to meet my youngest sister. This is Marilyn, and I've been thrilled to death to have her come be here when we got together. It's my baby sister. And so Dana's in between us, and then this is our youngest, and her daughter Zoe, which I think you may have seen in some other videos.
Dana was 3 and she was 5 when I was born, so I'm her baby.
Yep.
I'm her baby doll.
In fact, I basically, I babied you all the time. I took care of her a lot. I loved it. So I just wanted to introduce her, and she finds the best colors of lipstick. I'm buying one just like that. I love it.
Ruby Woo. It's by MAC. Okay.
Thank you. That helps me a
The
lot.
plug for MAC.
Yeah. So anyway, I've been thrilled to get to see her and see Zoe. So, the beautiful ladies. Love them.
Adios.
Adios.
Amigos.
Okay, hon.
I hope you've enjoyed this trip of our first real, RV trip.
Yes.
And we're learning a lot. We're enjoying it. We still got a lot to learn. A lot of tweaks on the trailer yet and all that kind of stuff. But what are you looking at?
Hawks, they're beautiful.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
raptors up there.
Lots of them. Wow.
Beautiful.
You wouldn't be able to see them on the camera. But anyway,
Sorry.
so if you've enjoyed this, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe, because we got a lot more travel videos coming yet.
Yeah.
If you want to see that. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Yep. Live simple.
Live free.
Live free. That's right.
Be blessed.
All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.